Jordan Adebayo-Smith, first professional contract. How does that sound?
I feel like all the hard work has paid off because I've always wanted to be a professional footballer. Been watching football all my life now, and I just can take this as a push to prove myself, potentially get to the highest level possible.
Does this reward the hard work that you put in? You've said you've always wanted to be a footballer. You're now a professional footballer. Does it reward the hard work that you've put in, particularly in recent years?
Yeah, definitely, especially from the setbacks that I've had. Many clubs I've been on trial to, never got in. I said I wasn't good enough, but now I proved myself, and I got picked up by Tom, who showed a lot of interest in me, always pushed me to train hard, work hard, and showed me that there's a lot more to the game than you think. And if you want to make it further, you need to push yourself a lot, and that's what I'll try to do.
Tell us a little bit more about your story. You said you suffered some setbacks from different clubs that didn't want to sign you, but your football journey, what has it been?
It's been a roller coaster actually. Since primary, secondary, I was never in the A team until year 9. So even in primary school, in the school football teams, I was in the B team. In secondary, B team until year 9. Then I think that's where in year 9 that's where it started, because that's where I started playing for my first actual outside of school club, semi-pro team, everything above there. Then after got a lot of interest from my coach at e-soccer base. They took me on more one-to-one trainings. So after that they sent me to Lincoln last year, and from then had a good trial. Tom liked me because of my pace, obviously. Then it just went from there. Tom just showing a lot of interest because he knew that I had potential, and hopefully I could show that in the future.
And you had some good experiences with the youth team. You scored a hat-trick in the FA Youth Cup here. You scored a goal at West Bromwich Albion. Have you enjoyed those experiences?
Yeah, especially a lot of the boys. They're good people to be around. Especially also having a lot of people that are close from London to me as well, that are in the team as well. So it's more friendly in the change rooms and everything. But yeah, I think the youth team, it builds your personality a bit. But I think taking it further to the men's football first team will help benefit me even more.
Then you made your first team debut in December as well at Accrington Stanley, and then following on from that you had a loan spell out at Grantham. How important has that been to your development, experience in senior football? I know you train with the first team anyway, but experience in consistent 90 minutes of football in senior men's football, how important was that for you?
I feel if I continue playing youth football, it wouldn't have developed me as much as I should be developing, especially with the potential that's there. I feel the Grantham move helps me become more smarter with my tactical game, as it's more realistic to what football I want to try playing in the future. I think that helped in that aspect. Also, playing against men will obviously help you physically, so you learn the game more as well. Especially, I'm training with the first team a lot of experienced players like Bozzy, Shackle, all of them play Prem football, so they can teach me a lot, and I've improved a lot since I've joined, especially training with them.
You've mentioned Tom Shaw a little bit there. You mentioned some of the senior players here, but how much between the coaching side of things as Tom Shaw and then Danny and Nicky Cowley helped develop you into becoming a professional footballer?
Oh yeah, doing one-to-ones with Danny and Nicky after training, they really take time and effort into benefiting in my improvement a lot. Especially Tom, he gives me a lot of advice because he used to play pro football as well. So he tells me things about the game where you need to be more smarter with it. And I think having all these role models around me will just help me build and hopefully in the future I can be better.
Awesome. And then finally, pre-season's just around the corner. Are you excited to get going? Obviously, I know you've been training with the first team anyway, but it's a first full pre-season with Lincoln City about to go under your belt. Yeah,
because we had a long period off. I was always waiting to play football. So now that pre-season can start, I can get back training, get to my highest standards again, especially in the higher league, so people will be more on it more. So I think it will help me a lot.